So when people come into the water house, it's my favorite part because they know there's something magical about it. It's like a feast to the eye because they look around and they see all of these, the metal and the glass and all of these different things that make up this amazing sort of art we live in. The lighting, it's the stacking tables, it's all part of it using elements that are of nature and by nature. Acknowledging the local artisans and showcasing how amazing they can be.
And then for me, when I create the animals and the birds and animals, that's the gesture to capture that moment in time. All my pieces have a little story, like there's something happening. So this is the classic courting dance of these herons, and they spin in a heavy wind, and they slowly bob up and down also. So, and the negative space forms a little heart there because it's the courting pair.
I also love the way you can make the metal look so many different ways. You know, you want to touch it or prickly or whatever it is. It's a really fun medium, and it's sort of a dying art too. So I love the fact that we can have these pieces that are so timeless.
Here's a piece I've been working on, and it's a panel for a railing system, and the branches are cut out all flat, and then I put into these little three-dimensional birds to accent the piece. And those will be then powder coated, and then I use all different kinds of species. So here we have your little chickadees, and here will be red-winged blackbirds, and on this piece over here is a little robin.
That's amazing. And you said this is going to the Audubon?
Yes, this is going into the new Audubon Center in Portland, Oregon. So it's kind of this symbiotic relationship that we have. You know, like I'm the maker of the thing, but they can put their ideas and as an artist, trying new things, and then hopefully they come out with a piece that is unique to them and you can't buy anywhere else. And voila, we have your little Steller's jay.
I think all of us have a sense of beauty, and when you're building a house, you want something that's your own, that you walk into and goes, this house says, this is mine, and it has things in it that I love.
I've seen you do screens and ladders and railings, and a lot of my favorites is your lighting that you're doing.
Well.
Yeah, and what else?
Door hardware, we do a lot of door hardware. So again, sometimes it's a very modern house and we got to do something simple. Sometimes it's a French chateau and they want curves and bells and whistles and everything. I came to this town, Port Townsend, and fellow Dean Mook was blacksmithing at the time. He just opened up a shop, and I tried it out for the first time, and I just went, oh, this is it, you know. And I have 5 boys, and I've told all my boys, and my daughter too, is that when you find what makes you want to get up in the morning, you are a lucky man. And I found what I like to do. So this was a mock-up we did for some andirons. I do a lot of layering with metal, where I'll have things in the background and foreground and trying to create, like you've got this small scoop here and then you've got this bigger one here, and then the line kind of stitches it all together. I took this and then I twisted it and I went, oh, that worked out well. Sometimes you have a plan, you got it all figured out, and sometimes you're working and there's a place where you go, oh, I like this, and you just go in that direction. We have other clients that will respond, I like that, I can't afford it, what can you come up with that's a little bit less? So the challenge is on me as a designer to go, okay, I have a brain, what can I do? And we'll come up with some other ideas like the railing on your demonstration building. There's no forging involved, but it has a nice, pleasing curve to it. So somebody looks at it and says, oh, okay, somebody thought about this rather than just slamming something together.
What I find inspiring about natural forms is that they, other than, rocks are kind of static, but generally over time, all natural forms are sort of changing, they're evolving. I try and make sure that each piece has some life, some playfulness, some emotion, some action.
I saw an opportunity when I found this rock sink, and I knew right away that he could make something, transform it. So when he was done, we not only had the sink in this beautiful wood base, but the mirror. And you look at yourself every day, and it's such, it's so unique and different that you can't help but smile at yourself.
So this is made out of one piece of wood and a block of cherry that's 4 inches thick and about yay big. And I make lots of cuts that allow it to be flexible, and then I can open it up into a full circle, sort of like an accordion. And there's just a couple glue joints in there holding it together. It tends to make really beautiful curves when you're working with the material, as opposed to sort of forcing my will on it.
These are actually sculptures, but like a lot of masks and different things, by putting an LED light in here, all of a sudden this becomes a beautiful light, and it would be the whole statement for the whole room because it casts shadows up in the wall.
Most of my customers, I make one piece for them. They'll love it for years, and I may never hear from them again, often don't. Maybe they always wanted a bed. I've had people who have said, we've wanted a bed for 20 years, and finally we're going to get one piece. Functional art, it's something that you touch every day. It's your doorknob, it's your sink, it's your dining table, the chair you're sitting in. And I think your house should reflect who you are. It shouldn't just be a collection of lots of things that you bought somewhere. Each thing should have some kind of personal connection.
Things that you already have to have, like lighting, like, your sinks, like those things that have to be in every house, why not make them special? 1 or 2 pieces, it doesn't really matter. And that's the thing that people are going to notice most about your house. It really makes it different. This is so fun. It's really about bringing magic into people's lives.